This is the word to go, y'all.
Well, hello, and welcome to Grown Ass Women TV. Oh, yes, thanks for asking. That is indeed a hashtag, so please use that hashtag when you're discussing the show, as you should be on social media. You can find us in all the links in the description. But this is our special Dresslemania episode. We're so excited to talk about the event with you guys. But before we get into all of the fabulousness that was Dresslemania 3, Dresslemania 3, that's for you, Anthony. We do ask that you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Also very important that you subscribe to our channel. And last but not least, my bell's all the way over here. Click that bell icon so you can turn on notifications, because you don't
Lisa, hold on. Lisa got a new bell, you guys.
A new bell. I went thrift shopping. And
Look
I got
at the size of that bell.
That is that is the size of Montana. Ring a ding super size. It is, yes. Thanks for doing those little things for us. It means a lot. We appreciate it.
It does mean a lot. It does mean a lot, because that means that we pop up to the top of your feed, and then we pop into other people's videos feeds that might like this sort of thing. So we appreciate it because it helps us grow. So, and sharing is caring.
It is
like a little flower.
Just be a share bear, will you?
Blossoming. You know what I can't help but say is what's really grown when we talk about Dresslemania is how much Dresslemania has grown in the last 3 years. And this
honestly,
year,
it's growing just as big as our YouTube subscribers and YouTube membership.
That's
I
right.
know.
You guys get a gift every month. You know, I got a new 8x10 of all three of us.
Oh,
so I don't have it on my side right now, but yes. So subscribe, you guys. You get some exclusive content, funny videos from us at home, and Mickie, shoveling some horse poop.
yeah.
That's exclusive if I never.
Yeah, come join me down at the barn. That's fun. Yeah, just don't pull what Deanna did and try to drown me or anything. But other than that, or do. I mean, why not?
You survived the first time.
I did survive. Not only did I survive, Val, I thrived.
You thrived. Barnyard fun.
No, but seriously,
fun.
I do want to say thank you to everyone who made Dresslemania so amazing. Like, from everyone who donated, the items. Stacy Keebler was amazing and just so kind, and Kelly and Natty and Molly Holly and so many amazing people. Colt Cabana, like so many amazing people donated to the cause this year. And not just that, but donated their time. Of course, Mick Foley hosted it and did the big photo op with us, and all of those proceeds. And I'm so grateful to say, Val, I know you said we're going to exceed what we did last year, just like we exceeded last year what we did the year before. But year 3, we've raised over $15,000 for Child Help, our charity of choice this year. And I'm just so honored, that we could support a charity that I love and that I'm already an ambassador for and try to do so much work for and highlight, but also to have like a really amazing night of fun, like with our friends, Chavo, Pollo. Dude, we got to talk about all the moments of the show. But thank you. And thank you to everyone who donated and who watched on Fight TV. We're still getting the tallies of those coming in as well from people who have streamed it. If you have the Fight TV app, you can go back and watch it. You can go back and watch it anytime. Watch it a bunch of times, because that helps too. Because every little view, a little nickel goes in the kitty. So we like that.
And it's also like, it's crazy. It's like some charities, you're like, okay, what are they pocketing? We don't pocket anything. 100% goes to the donation and the charity. So no hidden cost or anything like that. So,
and that was so great about Child Help, is that you were, you brought this to our attention. It was something that you have been a part of for so many years. So, and with any charity, you want to kind of do your research and see, but this is something that was near and dear to your heart, now near and dear to all of our hearts. Thanks for promoting it. And they're a great group of people, and big shout out to Stephen Henderson, who's been so lovely to work with. Steve K, who was our producer and our magic maker for the show. Yeah, I mean, there's so many people to thank. Patty, who was our auction winner that hung out with us at WrestleMania. See, I keep wanting to say Dresslemania because that's, little more important to me. But all due credit to Dresslemania and Wrestle Tours and Progress Wrestling, who made it all happen and auctioned off those Wrestlemania tickets.
And we had so much fun at WrestleMania in the suite.
Yes.
What
and
a great
Tony was
time.
with us. We love Tony, who's just part of the GAWTV family. So many people to thank for sure. But what I'm thankful for is the fact that on GAWTV, if you guys are new here, by the way, if you're watching on replay, we are live every Wednesday at 5 p.m. And every Wednesday at 5 p.m., we have our little session, which we call Who Are You Wearing? What Are You Drinking? And before we get to Dresslemania details, I'd love to know about this leopard number that Lisa's wearing over here. So who are you wearing tonight, Lisa? And what are you imbibing on this evening?
Like I said, I went thrift shopping when I went to go visit my mom, my dad, and my brothers, and got that bell. And
yeah, you did.
Found a whole bunch of leopard print stuff. You know what I mean? So you know me, and I'm like all into this now. But I just, I'm just vibing on. Let's bring it back. Fresh fine wine.
Oh, yay!
Yes, I shared their story. And they reached out and said, "Are you out of fresh fine wine?" That's like, I am. And I just felt guilty asking for bottles. And they said, "Well, we would love to send you them." And I was like, "Great!" And this doesn't give me heartburn, you guys.
Wonderful.
No heartburn. Remember, I had to get off of the wine.
Yeah.
So,
well, it is a good wine.
Low carbs.
Yeah.
Low carb. So tasty. You guys remember we did a whole fresh wine episode, and that was one of our earliest sponsors of the show. We love them. And honestly, the wine is delicious and low carb. Yeah.
We're going to drop the link to that episode in the description.
What? And it matches your outfit. Girl.
Yes. This is probably the most expensive wine glass I've ever bought off at Amazon, but it matches my attire, so I had to get it.
Yeah.
One
so
glass was
cute.
$22.
Whoa.
It's cute, though.
It's cute, huh?
It is cute.
It's so
cute. It's so cute.
So cute. Totally.
Oh, my God.
When I say that, it reminds me of Barbie. Kelly,
Kelly.
Who happens to be having twins.
Right?
Yeah,
it's so cute because in our episode, she mentioned she was trying for little babies. And if you guys go back and watch the episode, that was like, I mean, God bless. It just happened right after that. I like to think we're a fertility wonder here at GAWTV.
You're welcome.
What you wish for it, Val. You're next.
Oh God.
She said, I didn't make that wish.
I didn't make that wish. That's not a diet I'll be trying. I will go next in the leopard department though, because we did not plan both wearing leopard, but I know
I see that. I feel left out.
We should have done it. Which again, going back to replays of episodes, you can see right here on YouTube. One of our favorite episodes ever is Catitude, and we were all in leopard onesies. It's one of the funniest ones ever. If you guys want to replay and you want something to watch or listen to, because we are in podcast form as well. But I am wearing a Liverpool-based brand called Flagrant Rose. This is just an Amazon present that was from my wish list. Thank you so much, Amazon wish list. How sweet from a birthday. And I am imbibing on a rosé in a very clean, classic white plastic cup. It won't break.
It's plastic?
White plastic. It's so beautiful.
Life in plastic, it's fantastic.
I can't.
You get tipsy and it knocks over, you're fine. You don't have to clean up any glass. This is forward thinking, y'all.
It is forward thinking, actually.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
I'm not nearly as dressed up as you two, and I'm not an animal because I wish I would have gotten the memo on the leopard. But I'm wearing I did the EpCon this weekend, which was in El Paso. Can I just say, well, shout out to EpCon. It was a great time. How cute El Paso was.
It's
and
cute,
I was not, it is downtown. So downtown El Paso, it was super cute. Not what I was expecting when I was going to El Paso, because I've heard it's dangerous. It's all of these things. I go there and like the downtown area where the convention center is so adorable. The hotel was stunning. The food was stunning, amazing, delicious. Because, you know, I love food. I love all kinds of food.
Very good.
And then on the 10th floor was like this nightclub that they played like Spanish dance music. And it was popping. The first night I was in there was like teachers having a conference in there, and they were having the time of their lives.
Oh, yay.
It would have been y'all would have had the best time ever. It was a great, I was just sitting in there, you know, people watching and staying in my box, but it was quite a good time. But anyway,
next year, all three of us, maybe next year.
A fan made me because he said, there's no good t-shirts of you. So he's like, I'm going to make a t-shirt and I'm coming back tomorrow to bring it to you.
Wow.
And so he made this T-shirt. He
Look
brought
at
me
he
one of
needs to
them.
make us a GAWTV shirt.
Yeah, you had to put that
Yeah.
on prowrestlingtees.com.
Yeah. Well, I did say, I'm like, well, I think I got some cute T-shirts. I mean, did you see my MILF Money T-shirt?
Your MILF Money one is
Yes.
real good. Yeah.
It's so cute. And I was
Yeah.
like, I got some.
You just gotta actually dig for it. It's way down at the bottom on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Ah.
Way down, because I never promote it. Oh, and I'm drinking.
Me too.
I thought this was appropriate. My Child Help thermos here.
Love that.
I believe this was a Christmas gift one year or a holiday gift one year from them for being an ambassador.
That's beautiful.
There's just
It
a little.
is. I want one.
There may or may not be some whiskey in it. I don't know.
Well, you know, that's your biz. I will say quickly, and we'll get into Dresslemania, that I appreciate the shout out to El Paso, because El Paso has been known to produce some pretty cool things.
Oh,
Born in El Paso, biatches.
that's right.
I haven't been back in years, but like, my gosh, the Mexican food, yeah, awesome.
It's so good. It was authentic. The street corn. Y'all know I love food. Like I just, I you know,
I
live
love
for
street corn.
It was
With that
With tahini.
mayonnaise on there and all that tahini and just Parmesan. Oh, delicious.
Yes, delicious.
Delicious.
Well, ladies, now that we are doing our Dresslemania recap, I don't even know where to start when it comes to favorite moments. I mean, by the way, shout out to Tony, who was there helping us, Diaz Shin as our red carpet correspondent, Pollo Del Mar, who was sort of our hostess with the mostest and ended up being so funny. And I knew she would be, but like, there was a moment, I'll start off with a funny moment. There was a moment where Mick Foley somehow ended up in Pollo's boots. And did he not look stunning?
Stunning.
Stunning.
Well, and it was like something to do with like, to walk a mile in your shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, why don't you just try? And
Yeah.
I thought that was as far as it was going to go, but Mick committed and put on the heel. It was the same, because they have the same size shoe.
Yeah.
Which
Do they really?
I popped huge for it. And then Pollo with Mick Foley's boot on his like shoe.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like a Hey Dude of sorts, maybe.
It was.
Esque shoe.
Yep.
It was fabulous. Oh my gosh. You never
I want to say LA Weekly too, for being there and doing the red carpet correspondence and all their love that they sent over, and just I was dying laughing with Mick Foley.
Isn't it amazing like how many people are just like coming out of the woodwork going like, if you need help next year, I hope you're going to use me again next year. That, you know, it's such a good cause, and it's a party. It's always a party, and it's such a good time, you know, promoting a great charity every year and just doing a good cause and having fun at it, not being so serious. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's a blast.
I think too, to be able to get together for a good cause and just have a good time together and like let our friends just come up. You know what I was dying over was RJ City.
Oh my gosh.
I was in tears, and I think even Nick was in tears at some point when he was doing his whole skit. He is so funny.
He's
so funny.
He was the type that, first of all, I met him years ago, as I said, on Dresslemania, again, available on Fight TV replay, conveniently for you. When I met him years ago in Canada, it was like when you meet someone that's like a wrestler, but like there's such an actor, entertainer. I was like, this guy has it. He's such a star. He's hysterical. My kind of humor too. He loves all the same kind of sitcoms like Wings and stuff. He always posts things that like no one else really knows what he's talking about. And I'm like, oh my God, Wings. Yeah. So he told me like, you know, so what's the deal? And I said, it's going to be a beautiful cluster F, which is not ladylike, but that's what I said. Cause I'm like, it's a variety show. It's not like there's this, you know, staunch segment and this, it's just fun. And he kind of warned me about a spoken word thing he was going to do. And I was like, I don't need to hear anymore. I'm like, you're so funny that if you feel like doing it, do it, bro. And there are so many funny moments, but that in particular, that performance,
highlight,
hilarious. It's so funny when I met RJ City, and obviously we've had him as a guest on our show. Was delightful. So you can go back and watch that episode too. So funny that we can sit here and go like, yeah, go back and watch all these episodes. We've had Mick Foley on, go back and watch that episode. Yeah. And a lot of the people that donated, we've had them on the show as well. But I met RJ, I guess, was must have been those Jeff Jarrett shows, those GFW shows, and then we did one up that way. But I met RJ as a wrestler, and he was like, the way it was pitched to me, I was like, oh yeah, he's an actor, model, wants to be a wrestler, kind of a wrestler. I didn't know that much about him, and I was like, oh well, he's talented and he's got a great look, like in the ring, you know what I mean? But I didn't really know that much about him. And then you fast forward, I don't know, 5-10 years later or whatever, and he's doing all these skits compared to what he's doing now. Like we've seen him, but I'm like, oh my God, he's wicked funny. Like this is what he should be doing.
He should be doing that. Absolutely.
But this is what he needs to be doing. And now he's been so successful, like just honing in and just being himself. And
I wanted to have some kind of a late night talk show.
Yeah, he does. He does. I did an interview with him when we were like in our in his underwear.
Oh, that's right. Coffee in his underwear.
Remember? Yes, he always interviewed in his underwear. So yeah. Oh my gosh, he's such a blast. I remember we were riding to an independent show, and RJ City and Arquette was in the front, and I'm not good at sitting in the back seat, but I was like, okay, well, let them sit in the front. And I ended up going, can you guys pull over? I got car sick. Oh, there's my first impression. First impression, Rose. First impression, Rose. Me yakking on the side of the road. It's so embarrassing.
It's so funny. I was getting ready to start my own show where I was gonna have everybody has to wear a muumuu.
Oh, muumuu.
Yeah.
Muumuu couture.
You know I love my muumuus. I love my muumuus.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. I mean, there were so many moments. So RJ City, just starting with the humorous moments, the boots, RJ City. But Mickie, I thought it was a really, really cool element to bring in your musical side.
Your music.
So yeah, if people have not seen the full episode, explain, your performance in the Roosevelt, who was so much fun. There's a dance that we all did that is on Dresslemania, and it's on all of the social media accounts that we have, and Roosevelt's, which will include Roosevelt's information below. But Mickie, tell us how that came about, because she is such a star. I told her and her mom after, I said, she's so professional and so well spoken beyond her years, and does such great work, teaching kids about the charity Child Help. But yeah, how was that for you? Because you guys sounded amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. And I was honored to be able to perform at the show and at Dresslemania. And I was super nervous, honestly, because we've had so much going on, and then we did time to actually rehearse. But so I met Roosevelt through Child Help, actually. She was a junior ambassador, one of the, youth ambassadors for the organization. And she's a singer. And she had done Music in the Message, and she'd done the 5-2 mini campaign, and that's kind of how I met her. And then we ended up doing a song together, With the Love of a Child, and a portion of the proceeds for that went to her 5-2 mini campaign, which she was doing and promoting, which is a thing for, you go, you put the heart on your hand and you do the 5 up. But it was like to represent the 5 kids who die every day from child abuse, right? Like just so that awareness, and to keep, because there's, the text number now, and she's just been amazing. And she's been working with Child Help for a very, very long time. And that song dropped in 2020, right at the beginning of the pandemic. And I always felt like it's a shame, the timing, because it's such a beautiful song and the message is so beautiful, and it was such a powerful song. And to do something for Child Help, and that awareness factor was just awesome for me. But now fast forward, and she was 13 years old then. She just turned 16, and she's done so much since then. Like she's had tryouts for The Voice, and she's putting out her own new music, and now really starting to find herself and her style, and what she is in music, as well as still going to schools and doing these seminars of like the Speak Up, Be Safe, and all of these things still with Child Help. But she has her brand new single out called Sweet 16. That was the little dance that we had to learn.
Yes, so catchy.
For her single, it's so cute. And I'm like, oh, it's so cute for her too, because it's right in her personality. Yeah. But she's incredibly talented. She's got a beautiful voice, and it's just like see how far she's come from 13 to 16, and she's just got the whole world.
I didn't even do that math, Mickie, that she would have been 13. God bless.
She's such a beautiful soul. Superstar. She is such a superstar, honestly. And also too, remember when you guys were rehearsing, of course, someone's cutting onions. I always cry when I'm filming people do
sprinklers
what
came
they're
on.
passionate about, you know?
Yeah, and the event was emotional at certain points. You know, just even like looking out and seeing like how many people came. Because if you guys noticed, or if you were there, you'll remember that Dresslemania. How dare they? It went so late that it took people a while to kind of filter in. So I'm watching these people come in, and like I kind of was looking away, listening to someone's story for a moment, and then I looked out and I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these people. And you know, even the people there were some people that were there that had to go. You know, it got a bit late. They couldn't. Frankie Kazarian, for example, wanted to be a part, but the ones that were able to stick around, you know, Scorpio Sky, Elijah Pope, who we love. I mean, there were so many great people.
Yes.
Chavito, of course. But there were not only was it lovely to see the fans, you know, stay up late with us and hang out with us and stay late for that VIP photo op, which thanks to Mick Foley was awesome and raised a lot more money for the charity and for the cause. But just the people that were on stage with us that were just like Lisa said, what can I do? What more can I do? What do you know, are you doing this next year? Count me in. Just the giving nature of our friends was just really, really emotional to see. It's sweet.
It was so sweet. And Elijah's speech was amazing. And I don't even know if I told you all, but he messaged me probably about a week ago just to say thank you again, like for letting him come up and speak. Because, you know, he does a lot of charity work himself. He has his own charity that he works with in Jacksonville.
Yep.
That's, you know, to be able to give back to his community. And so he's such a giver anyway, but for him to even, I'm like, no, you were like, it was so special to have you there to be a part. Thank you. So it was just, I was like, oh, he's sweet.
He texted me too.
Again,
and it was like, you know, I think like our old friends, like going way back, that we're still so connected to each other just because of wrestling. And just like when he said, thank you for having me part of it, I'm like, are you kidding me? He wanted to talk more, but you know, we had a lot of people on the stage that wanted to get their shit in.
Yeah. We all got something to say.
We all, yes, exactly. But it was, he is just the most positive person you'll ever meet.
He is. And again, replays. I keep forgetting, like Mickie said, we have all these people that have been on our show before. So there's a great episode with Pope, and he talks about all the philanthropy that he does. And he's been doing it for years, by the way. Even in TNA, I remember he was telling me about it. And I was like, wow. You know, he was traveling.
And Ghost Hunters. And Ghost Hunters, Val.
And Ghost Hunters, which we also were marking out for.
Big time.
I've been watching more of it, Lisa. It's been on here a lot. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I'm looking for Sherry. You know what I mean? I want to see her. Who's also
I actually, the new season's out. Out. And I'm like, oh my God, what brand jeans are you wearing? They look so amazing on you. She goes, I think they were too small. I go, no, it did. It was very flattering. And, you know, remember she was complaining about like not having a lot of girls on the show. And Destination Fear, one of the girls from that show came on the show, and it was nice to see them go investigate together as women. Watch that. Watch the new season.
I would not. This is a random topic, and we're going to get back to Dresslemania. I would imagine that spirits would have like, I'm not trying to be gender whatever here, but that like a female energy might be a little more welcoming, you know, because we are a little more sensitive sometimes to their approach. Like Sherry's approach is different than some of the guys who are like, hey, talk to us. You know?
Aggressive.
Are you
also too? Yeah. Hello. Also too, they were investigating where women weren't allowed. Like mining, like coal miners and stuff like that. So they sent the two girls in to cause a little bit more hoopla. So you like that hoopla?
Hoopla. That's the word of the day. Well, I also have to tell you guys that I had no idea. It wasn't written anywhere. He didn't tell me that Mick Foley would sing Happy Birthday. Well, sorry, excuse me. It was not Mick Foley. It was different shades of Mick Foley that sang Happy Birthday to me, which between us, you guys know is like, I don't know why. Like I can do a show in front of people in an arena full of people and hello, how are you? Microphone. But I don't like people singing Happy Birthday to me in real life. I don't know why. Since I was a kid, I'm like, please don't. I just get weird about it. But when it's Mick Foley, that is the most legendary, coolest. I said, that is a memory. I think on stage, I even said, I will never forget that. That was so awesome.
You will not. It was amazing.
And he wrote the whole song.
Backstage that he was like, I think I want to sing her Happy Birthday. And in my mind, I was like, oh, she's going to hate this, love this so much at the same time. He's like, you think she'll be okay? I'm like, oh no, she's going to love it.
I did, but it's like, you did love it. Unless you've seen it, it's hard to explain what I'm talking about. It wasn't like Mick Foley, Happy Birthday to you. No. It was a whole written in characters, multiple.
He flowed through and it was like a skit, like a scat, like a Happy Birthday to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even
Gosh,
do it. It was amazing.
he's an
Oscar
amazing
worthy.
man. He is Superman.
But
I'm
he's
telling you.
so-
Super Santa. He's Super
He's
Santa.
Super Santa, and he's like mega talented and with a variety, if you
Yeah.
will. We didn't know Mick Foley was a singer. I just
No.
learned that. I just learned that at
The
Dresslemania.
Mick of all trades. And we did talk to him a bit on Dresslemania. Again, like
Mick of all
Lisa said,
trades.
a lot of people were there. It's hard to get everything in. But, Mick Foley used to tell me about all this charity work that he did, much of which, by the way, which I'm not going to, get into who it was for, whatever. But he does a lot of charity work that's never announced, doesn't talk about it. It's just what he does all the time for years and years, longer than you would think. He's been doing this silent philanthropy, and it's just the sweetest thing ever. What a gem of
Sweetest. Not just for
Yeah.
publicity. He just does it out of the kindness of his heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy he is. Very genuine.
And did you guys see him at WrestleCon? Which, by the way, WrestleCon, thank you to WrestleCon. They were amazing. We had so much fun. And we had a bird's eye view of Mick Foley all weekend. And I said to his lovely wife and his beautiful daughter, Noelle, and Dewey were all at the at WrestleMania with us, thanks to Wrestle Tours in Progress. And I said, do you understand? I said, that man does not stop. The way we watched him all day, how he is with every fan. They go, oh, hey, can you kept switching characters for the selfies and then doing videos and different characters. He did not stop. And then later did Dresslemania just for us, late at night.
Unbelievable. I know he
Right.
had to be exhausted. He had to have been because he was slammed busy. Like I never, at the con itself, I never once saw him take a break. Like he was
Same.
there.
Yeah, at all. And also too, it's like when we got a text message, we need to end this the panel a little bit early. We don't want Mick Foley, but it was Mick Foley that kept on going on and on and on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
like,
Make
we're
sure
like,
everyone
we're
got a photo.
tired for the photo op on the end, right? Because he had because he had offered, let's do the big VIP or whatever, and all that can go. Which we had a great line for that as well.
Sure did.
But they were like, yeah, so he doesn't get too tired for the photo op.
Yeah.
You know?
God bless. He is such a hard worker. And
Meanwhile, we're holding our heels in our hand, going, okay. Oh, Mick wants to do photo ops now. Oh boy, I'm tired.
oh, we got out of there. What? Like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We're like the bar's closed. What the hell?
What?
We're gonna
Yeah.
figure that out next year. That's
What's up, LA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Also, we had a view of Trish and Lita were right in front of us as well at WrestleCon, and Kevin Nash, who I went up to Nash, and it was very warm down there. And I said, Mr. Nash, I've got to tell you, it is so hot in here. And he said, oh, Val, and I quote, you're probably just going through menopause.
Thanks.
Anyone else in the world, I'd be like, what? I was like, Mr. Nash, what?
Yeah. Yes.
So
I
funny.
would have said, how'd you know?
But you know, mood swings. Now, ladies, as we do a final cheers, any final thoughts on Dresslemania? I just want to say, and I'll let you guys go next. Let's go, Lisa, then Mickie. You can close us out. Again, a thank you for everyone that watched, that couldn't be there, but the people that were there live, people that donated and made this the most successful Dresslemania ever for a great cause. We want to say thank you. So honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, it means a lot.
Yes, I want to just chime in on that. Like, thank you for all of our friends just reaching out and us not having to reach out to them. They wanting to donate and stuff like that. And just, I love you ladies. Like, look at how huge this is becoming, this women power, man. Yeah, GAWTV, baby. GAWTV, and just having just the camaraderie of like, just wrestling brings us all together. Honestly, it's just, I know I flubbed that word, but it's okay. I just only had just a half a glass because I have an option to do. But thank you so much, ladies. Like from 3 years ago, this is the most fun experience that I've had in wrestling.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say too, like, not just that, but I think that we want to say thank you to the fans as well as our friends. I mean, I can't believe it's a lot of work to put on Dresslemania. I have to say, like, it's been a lot of, I don't think people realize how much it is. And it is 100, like, we do it because we love it. And it's a way to give back to the community and to highlight, a charity or an organization that we think is doing good work, is doing God's work out there. And it's a way to maybe do the cross-reference of our wrestling fans. And if we can shed a light on something that's important out there and there is that crossover, and maybe, our fans learn about something that they didn't know about before and can support it in their own community, that's incredible, and I think it can get stressful. I was like, we get so stressed like leading up to it,
Yes.
you know. And then every year it's just been amazing. But it's also our channel keeps growing every single year and growing, and our following keeps growing. And I can't wait till next year, because we said that we were going to exceed every year. We're going to keep growing and growing and growing, and we've been able to do that. And so I couldn't believe over $15,000, and still like it's trickling in via Fight TV or some of the other things that were auctioned off. So it's just really cool to see, and the people that were just happy to support a cause, even if they were coming or not. They just bought a ticket just to support, or just made a donation. And to Child Help for being so amazing and working directly with us and like providing that back platform. So we didn't even have to mess with the auction. Like we didn't even, aside from getting the descriptions together and making sure the photos, like this year, we didn't have to like list them or worry about any of that stuff. They handled all of that stuff. So, yeah, it's just amazing. I think it was just a good synergy all the way around. And I love you ladies, and I'm so grateful.
I love
for
you.
I look forward to Dresslemania 4. I think it's going to be even better. It's going to be in Philadelphia.
You gotta think of like a theme and like because every year we had the Dallas Cowboy kind of theme. Now we had the Going Hollywood. By the way, you guys, first of all, let's cheers to Dresslemania and the success of it all. Thanks to all of you guys.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Can I pitch Philadelphia, and we have to dress really dirty?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Love it.
I love it.
We're open to suggestions.
I don't know that
for
Philly
many
is
things.
going to love that, but it's what Philadelphia.
Yeah. I love that. But like, if you guys are watching on replay, or if you're watching live in the chat, but especially in the comments here on YouTube, or you can tweet us with GAWTV or Instagram or Facebook. Let us know, first of all, what kind of theme you'd like to see next year. Maybe throw some charities at us to have a look at, as we change our charity initiative every single year. And also what guests you'd like to see coming up on GAWTV. Because now that we have done our Dresslemania recap, we're going to resume our usual guests on GAWTV. And we had a great episode last week with Bully Ray. He was so funny. Great episode.
Hilarious.
Which is so funny, because we had actually filmed that episode a while ago. Yeah. And I've been waiting because obviously I was injured, but at the time I wasn't injured, and we might be, he's bad guy, I'm a good guy, or a good gal.
Yeah, you are.
But now I'm injured, so it doesn't really matter. So
so we let you see the Bully Ray that we know and love, and that was so fun to see him so unfiltered and giving in his answers and stuff. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a great episode. People loved
it. It was.
And
and it's been so long ago, like I forgot what he even mentioned when I was watching it. I was like, I feel like I'm listening to this all over, like just brand new.
Yeah,
I forgot what
we covered so many different things. And if you guys know about YouTube subscriptions, you can get into our memberships here, and you can see the full unfiltered. You thought that was unfiltered, the 30-minute version. The full episode with Bully Ray is available to all of our YouTube members. Yes, the juicy version.
Juicy episode.
Get in there. But speaking of juicy, I just want to give you guys a big juicy virtual hug for being a part of Dresslemania. Let's do a final cheers and say goodnight to everyone, and thank you for being here. We love you.
Cheers.
And hug
cheers.
Every time.
Ba ba da ba.
Ba ba da ba.
This is the word to go, yo.